crib this morning as he gets
Grab your friends, find your enemies and make amends, and we'll meet in the middle. Take the pride and set it aside. My hands will build you a shield, and we'll solve the riddle. And we'll remember.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bridging the Gap with Katharine Franco and Lynn Serrano.
Hey guys, this is Katharine Franco's Bridging the Gap with her beautiful co-host, Lynn Serrano.
Hi, beautiful.
Hey guys, TGIF, it's Friday and we are so excited to bring you an incredible show. We've got beautiful things going on. Lynn, how's your week? How's it going? It's Valentine's Day weekend.
I know, I dressed for the occasion. It's going well. How are you doing? You look beautiful as ever, Miss Actress.
Well, thank you. I do want to say I have a very small glass of wine and my favorite color is orange. So I got orange going on right now. You can't really see my outfit, but there's some pink and orange in this dress. And I'm ready for the weekend. I got big plans, by the way.
Ooh,
yeah.
Nice. And I don't have any. I'm just going solo.
You know what, though? What I will say is you did get flowers a couple weeks ago.
Yes, I did.
You, I love you, and happy Valentine's Day weekend.
Thank you, sweetie.
And you know what? Actually, I'm going to bring this up. We have a few bachelors that are going to be on the show. They sent in some videos about their perspective for what guys want for Valentine's Day. So that might be kind of fun for you, Lynn, to feast your eyes on the cutie patooties.
Yeah, what else we're going to have on the show today? I'm Bridging the Gap.
Well, just for all of you who are tuned in, I just want to thank you guys so much for coming and visiting us again on a Friday night, right before we start the weekend. This particular show and all of our shows are really about bridging the gap between perspectives and creating unity and peace. And Valentine's Day weekend is a weekend of love. So we want to make sure that everyone's feeling the love out there. If you need a little glass of wine, cheers. Cheers to that. And Lynn, last week we had a lot of love given to one of my friends who's really special. I do want to give a shout out to Paula Escoto. She is my cousin. She's gorgeous. She's a beautiful woman, inside and out. So I'm giving her a shout out. But we had a pretty cool show last week, Lynn, with someone. So do you want to tell them about it?
Well, actually, I'm pretty excited because it has to do with this handsome guy right here.
Bring him on out.
DJ LC's in the house. And, I've just got to say that I did not realize meeting you last week that you actually have a following, that you're like on TV, like you're super handsome and you really got some moves. And I just told Kat, I just want to share. Go on. No, I'm serious. And ladies, check this out. Check this out.
Ben and the Tunes from his crib this morning as he gets us ready to start the weekend on this Friday. Thanks for waking up with us.
So there's a trend on TikTok asking you to describe things without saying what you're describing. This morning, we want you to tell us which North Texas city you're from without actually saying it. My example, it's where the West begins. Use the hashtag #IamUp. Marla Levitt, Texas Stadium. I'm thinking her hometown starts with the letter A. Or I, actually, if we're going to Texas Stadium. What's yours? DJ LC, I want to see your tweets. In case you didn't know or hear us talking about it earlier, it's Super Bowl weekend. DJ LC looks like he's ready for it. What's the big game without a great halftime performance? I hear DJ LC was going to perform. He just couldn't get to Tampa. So, unfortunately, it's the weekend. But still, what's your favorite?
I couldn't help but play that.
You guys are always full of surprises, aren't you? You just...
You
wow.
never know.
You know what? First of all, thank you so much again. I mean, last week you blew me away. And then, of course, this week you kind of do the same. And I don't even know what to say on that. But wow, thank you. As a matter of fact, I noticed you guys had something to drink. So just a little toast from me to you, just for
Toast, Lamont.
bridging the
Aww.
gap. By the way, you know I don't drink. This is really just some grape Gatorade I got in here, but it looks good, don't it? Yeah,
That's what I got.
Absolutely.
tastes good too. And
Bring it
because you
on.
guys gave me so much love last week, I got big love for you. And you know what? I'm kind of a big guy. I'm not small. So I got a big heart. I got a big heart. And you know they do everything big in Texas, right? That's what they say, right? So
Right.
for you guys, since it's both of you, I had to go get a very special rose for the both of you.
I don't know if that's big enough. Lynn, do you think you can share that?
Dude. Oh, gosh.
Oh, my God.
Yes,
You
this is
guys, I had no idea he was going
I
to do
love
that.
roses.
from
Oh,
me to
my
you. Seriously, though, thank you guys so much, man. You guys are
Lamont.
awesome.
Oh,
Catherine and Lynn.
that's so sweet,
Lamont, she's got a sweetheart. Can that
Well, she
rose be
does.
for me?
I'll take
And
a pet.
your show is just getting bigger and bigger, better and better. And it's all about the love you put into it. That's what it's all about. Bridging the gap, ladies and gentlemen. Bridging the gap. That's where it's
The
at.
gap.
Yes.
Oh, you
Bring
are
it up,
awesome.
Lamont. We love you.
You do. I mean, like, just spending a little bit of time with you has just been so awesome. And truly, I'm blessed, and to actually see you at work like that. You never know when I'm gonna steal more footage. So
Well,
watch out.
Well, you know what? I appreciate that too. And for anybody who's tuning in from Texas, if you get a chance, man, tune in every Friday morning from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. on News 8 Daybreak on WFA Channel 8. We got you. And then later on that evening, again, we still got you. We got Fridays covered because, of course, at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and 4 p.m. on the West Coast. That's right. We got you. We're bridging the gap. So it's all covered on Fridays. See how I did that?
Lamont, thanks for playing
Yes.
us. Bridging
He
the
did that
gap.
he did that for us. How sweet.
I
How
know.
sweet.
So you guys got an incredible show
But
going
did you
on
guys
today,
in the
right?
audience know that Lamont Carlos is the guy who is out on WFAA Channel 8? Did you guys know that? I mean, we're revealing a little bit more about him, and you can check him out on dappermc.com if you want to see some of his reels and some of the things he can do. He's amazing.
Yes, and we're honored that you take time out to be here with us. So that means a lot to both of us. So you make us look good.
It does. We actually have some videos, Lamont, at the end of the show with some bachelors. Actually, one of them has a girlfriend, but they're officially not married. And we wanted a male perspective on Valentine's Day. Do you have anything that you want to share about how, like, what would be perfect for a guy? I know every guy's different. What would be your ideal situation for Valentine's
Well,
Day?
you know, like you said, it everybody is different. No, there's no cookie cutter way to do just everything. But to me, I like intimate. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can always go out to eat. However, you kind of got to pivot now because it might not be as easy because we're still kind of in this pandemic kind of thing, you know, called COVID. However,
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with if you can't or decide not to go out to eat, cooking dinner and having dinner at home for two and the little glasses of wine with some candles and, you know, maybe even run a bubble bath for whoever that significant other it is for you.
We're getting romantic.
Watch a nice, I mean, I'm just saying, watch a nice
Lynn
movie.
Serrano here is paying attention. Woo.
You know, maybe watch a nice movie, Netflix, and chill. If you get a chance, maybe even look up a little poem or something like that if you want to tell her. But again, to me, it's just all about that one-on-one, that one-on-one connection, kind of like bridging the gap, if there even is one. So you can you might start out as two that morning, but by the end of the evening, you become one.
Oh,
With feelings, with heart, with love. And that's what Valentine's is all about to me. So I'm all about that intimate kind of, setting.
so Lamont, don't you think Valentine's Day between a couple should be every day, not just one day a week?
Oh, no doubt about that.
All
No doubt
right,
about
just
that. I mean,
checking.
technically Valentine's Day is Valentine's Day one day, but the thing about it is I guarantee you'll score more points if you get roses or if you do something special just because it's Monday or just because it's Wednesday or for no reason at all. Not a holiday, not a birthday, not Valentine's Day, but just cause. Treat every day like Valentine's Day. And you know what? I'm saying this and I'm single myself. However, I'm just saying
I'm older than you too.
with women, no, you're not. I don't believe. I'm gonna have to check your ID. But I think with women, you can do fancy stuff and you can buy all the things in the world, but that's not necessarily where it's at with women.
No.
Women, if you can touch them here and touch them here, that's more than anything that money can buy.
Guys, you better listen. You better listen to Lamont Carlos.
Shoot, if I had a man, he better be just like Lamont.
If anybody listens to a DJ, they're smart. Why? Because they've been to all the parties. They know everything that's going on in front of the scenes, behind the scenes, when it comes to interaction between relationships. They know. Lamont knows what he's talking about. It's
touch a woman's, if you can get to a woman's mind, you got to fast track to her heart. And that's where you win her over at. It's not about necessarily it's not about the card. I mean, it's nice to have nice things and all this and that. Don't get me wrong. However, if you really want to get to the substance of a woman, get to her mind. And you can get to her heart, and it's a wrap. That's where it's at with ladies, to me.
Absolutely. Totally.
Man.
I do want to share a little bit about, kind of brag on my husband, if that's okay.
That's my man. Brag on him. That's my man. Talk about him.
My husband is so fantastic. I mean, look, everybody has their ups and downs, right? In terms of a relationship, we have worked so hard for our relationship in a good way. And he was talking to his buddies. A lot of them drive, and so they have their Bluetooths on, and there's a group call going. So there might be 8 guys on the group call. And one of the guys was talking about how he felt like Valentine's Day was just a made up holiday for girls. And which kind of made me think, what should we do for the show and talk about a guy's perspective, right? And that's a real perspective out there. A lot of times people are like, this is just for Hallmark. Yeah, could be, but we can make it fun. And so he said, so what do you give your wife for Valentine's Day? And he's like, I give her a card. And he's like, okay, cool. That's cool. And he's like, why? What do you give your wife for Valentine's Day? And the guy started laughing, and he's like, what do you give her? And he's like, do you really want me to answer that? This doesn't happen every year. But last year, right before the pandemic was just crazy, we started talking about it towards the end of, or around January last year. And it really, really hit hard in March, where everybody was taking it more serious. That Christmas, my husband had made a plan that part of the Christmas present would also be a Valentine's Day present, that he had already purchased tickets to take me to New York on Valentine's Day week. And he did. So you guys know New York blew up during the pandemic, huge before everywhere else, seemingly. And so we were a little nervous because it was right in that very beginning stage. It was early February. And he took me to the Modern Art Museum. We got to see all kinds of Andy Warhol, Monet pictures and paintings. He took me to Little Italy, and we had real pasta in New York, in Little Italy. I mean, it was packed. New York, it's like, here's a stranger, and here's a stranger, and then here's my husband, and then they're people. So, when you're having that one-on-one, somebody knows your business right here, because it's New York. Everybody's like, it's packed. So it was really nice. And I'm not saying you have to take someone to New York, but I do want to tell my husband, I love you for thinking outside the box and for giving me flowers just because flowers means to me, we had this conversation before we got married. Just because flowers means I'm not trying to get out of something. Flowers.
Right.
Love you for no reason, not to get out of the doghouse. And I feel like that's so sincere. So when Lamont said that, way to go, Lamont. Like, that's real. That is real. And it's those little things that, make you still in love after so many years. It's like working on your job, working on your relationship. It takes work. So, yeah, that's my little shout out to the hubs.
Aww. That's so sweet. I
Hey,
love
real
it.
quickly,
Yeah.
for my man Tim, because that was absolutely awesome. Giving him a big shout out there. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, hanging out with you two, I don't know. No guy's gonna have no chance if I don't get what Lamont was talking about and what you got.
I will say this. I'm only speaking from experience, and as a guy, you have to learn how to listen to women, and you'll learn a thing or two. And so for me, just listening, learning, and with women, you constantly learn. As a guy, we're not as what should I say? We don't go as deep as women, especially up here. I mean, Valentine's Day, it doesn't take as much or whatever. Not that it takes a lot with women, but what I'm saying is this. It's the element of surprise too. And with women, if you put just the thought, it's the thought that you put into whatever it is that you do, whether it's plane tickets to New York, or whether it's the thought of doing something at home. A woman appreciates the thought of whatever it is that you do. And anything that you do with that is kind of like just icing on the cake. It's the frosting that adds the flavor. But the fact that you put thought into doing whatever you could to make her smile.
Yeah, because that's me. I mean, I love the simplest, littlest things mean the world to me. Like a text during the day. Hey, I'm thinking of you. Oh yeah, I love that. I sure do.
That's the male and female perspective right there. And yes, so I kind of understand where a guy is coming from when they say that Valentine's Day is really for women, because we don't, as a guy, we don't really trip about that as much. However, guys appreciate when women think of the guy too. But for guys, come on, man. It's regardless of whether it's Valentine's Day or whatever, it's always about the woman. That's why you open the door for the woman. That's why you do things. You try to show chivalry. You let a woman know how much you care about her, how much you like her or love her or whatever. And I'm going to put it to you this way, just real quickly. You can buy a house. You can get a house.
Yeah.
But a woman will make it a home. That's real talk.
That's real
As a
talk.
guy, you can have a house, but a woman can make it a home.
Okay.
Even if she doesn't like to cook, though. Just saying.
I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm just back off, but I'm just telling you.
I think that's great, Lamont. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
My dog wanted to know what we were doing, and I'm not going to tell him with a face like that. He can't. But I'm with you on that, Lamont. And again, like, that was an extraordinarily crazy situation. I mean, if I get a sticky note and it's on the mirror and I'm brushing my teeth and it was on there, I mean, I love that. I think it's great. I think it's beautiful and it's so thoughtful. Like Lynn was saying, it could be just a text or whatever. And it just makes you feel good.
It is.
That's
Yeah.
for anybody. Anybody's going to feel good if they're recognized. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My ex-boyfriend of long distance of 10 years, he used to go ahead in the steam and put on my mirror, he loved me. And so even when he's gone, it would last there a long time. So yeah, it was really sweet.
See, and you remember that.
Aw.
Yeah, I
All
You remember
remembered it.
that.
Yeah.
It's
Yes,
all
I
about
did.
the memories. That's what it's
Yes,
all
I
about.
did. Yes, I
Yeah.
did.
Yes,
So,
it's totally about the memories. So you can
yeah.
look back and love on it, guys.
Yep.
If you're
for
not
sure.
buying it, try it. See what happens. I dare you. I dare you guys watching. See what happens.
See, I gave you a good
The more
tidbit,
you
man.
give, the more you love, the more you receive. It's like a boomerang that comes back around and smacks you in the face with a kiss.
Hey, Katharine, say that one more time. The more you what?
The more you give, the more you get back. It's like a boomerang. You throw it out and it comes back and it hits you in the face with a kiss.
Speak
Mwah.
on it. Speak on it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Absolutely.
guys. Well, I just want to thank you, Lamont, for your perspective. And like I said, it's great to hear a male perspective. It's not something that guys really talk about. It's Valentine's Day, but I appreciate you saying that, and I really just your heart about how you see it. We have some great videos from some other guys as well at the end. If you guys hang in there in the show, and we're gonna move into our next segment. Unless we have any other thoughts, Lynn.
No, thank you, Lamont, for being here. I think you're a sweetheart, and I love
you,
your
Lamont.
energy. I seriously do.
Again, happy Valentine's Day to you both. And for all of the ladies out there, everybody out there, happy Valentine's Day. Do you stay safe and much love. It's your man, YC. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh, lucky girl's going to get that rose. That's for sure. Well,
I
you
don't know
have
where
a
she's
good...
at, but hopefully so.
I hope
That's
so.
great.
I mean, yeah.
So guys, we got the
yeah,
Mommy
whatever.
Minute coming up with Miss Lucy Odell, and then we will go to ERIN Gordon with a Heart for Healthy that's coming on up. So let's get that party started, Miss Lynn.
All right. Hey, Mama.
Hello.
Hey, girls. How are you?
Mom.
We're good. How are you?
What a great show. That was pretty great, huh?
He's awesome.
He's kind of amazing.
He's gonna make a good boyfriend there, that's for sure.
Ooh,
Wow.
Mom's stirring the pot. Look at Mom. This is her. She's stirring the pot.
I'm gonna have to buy.
Great guy. Yeah.
If Lamont's gonna be on the show, I might have to buy me a fan. That's all I gotta say.
I'm gonna have to
Instead of a handpan.
I have a bunch of them. I'll send you one.
Mama, I saw you whipping that out last week, so I thought you were having hot flashes or Lamont did something to you.
At the house.
Well, I noticed that.
That's so fun. Mom, do you have anything planned for Valentine's Day?
No, my husband's on the other love language where he does stuff for me, does sweet stuff for me. He's one of those, you know, they have the 5 languages of love. Well, his is active service. So when he waters my patio for me, or, you know, reminds me to cover the plants because it's going to be too cold for them, those are things that he does, special stuff like that. So he does special little things for me all through the year. So on Valentine's Day, we just go out to eat.
Perfect. That's romantic.
And then pretty much I buy myself whatever I want. So I can't complain too much.
You guys, if you, well, we haven't really talked about your husband, Mom, and so I won't name him unless you want me to, but he is also an Odell. I'll say Mr. Odell.
Yeah, Mr. Odell.
Mr. O, he is such a teddy bear, Lynn. He is kind of like he's kind of like Lamont, you know, he's got the big shoulders and he's
Nice.
He's a big huggy guy.
Is it just me or
oh my gosh,
either
he takes such good care of my mom. I could not ask for a better other dad. I call him Care Bear because he's like a big Care Bear.
You keep bringing up Lamont. Man, Lamont did look handsome. That's all I gotta say. Anyways.
Mom, it's been cold and hot and in Texas it's been crazy. So do you have, like, let's talk about the Mommy Minute. Do you have any health tips or anything you want to talk about specifically today?
Just that if you have inflammation, really watch what you eat when the weather's bad, because that's when it sneaks up on you. Don't go hog crazy on sugar this weekend or next week when it's cold. It's going to get you in all your joints.
Whenever you
And what
have
I do is when I take a shower, I start with all my creams and lotions. I start with the arnica and my CBD oil, and I just put it on first thing in the morning because I know what's coming. And I started yin yoga, which I really like. It's really good. Katharine recommended that, so I've been doing some bits. It's for somebody older, or you're slower, or you're trying to get back into it. It is a great start because it's not quite as hard as yoga. Huh?
I have some CBD coming to me that's supposed to be really good as far as topical creams and stuff. So I'm glad to hear. I'm kind of scared about that, so I might have some questions about CBD later to you.
I like the topical cream better than the liquid. I might be using the liquid I have wrong, but it just knocks me out.
Yeah.
I tried different doses, but it's just too strong for me. But the creams have been amazing to me. They were really helpful.
Nice. That's good to know.
You can function better with creams where if you particularly your body kind of knocks you out, so you don't really like that as much. Okay.
Yeah, it does help sleep. It is good for sleep.
I've tried CBD before and it has freaked me out. It just feels weird going down. You feel like you're doped up or something.
I also have the CBD in the little honey straws, and those are nice for evening before you go to bed. They're just have enough to help you sleep. The liquid one is the only one I have a problem with, and the lotions are very good, very good.
So you could tell a difference when you don't use it.
Oh yeah, yeah. They help instantly. The CBD creams.
Yeah. In Texas is like marijuana.
A lot of people don't know the honey straws, the CBD honey straws, they actually are like a long skinny straw, and you just cut the top off and you just squeeze the honey in your hot tea or your coffee or anything.
And if it's too strong, you can just use half a straw. Sometimes I just use half a straw. If I'm already tired or something, I'll just use half a straw in my tea, and it's very effective. It's good.
Nice.
That makes me feel really good, especially if you guys are thinking about something for someone who is having pain. Like Lynn has a lot of, she's told me she's had back pain. Mom has lupus. That might be a really good gift to give somebody for Valentine's Day or for birthday, Mother's Day, Christmas. You could just give them some honey straws with CBD in it, and it's not as strong. It's not going to make you feel sick or too drowsy.
Yeah. I have arthritis through my whole body, so it sounds like I'd need to bathe in it every day. No, just kidding.
When you get up in the morning, just put the creams on. And don't wait till it starts hurting. Just put it on, and then do a little bit of, with your stretches or whatever you can do, and it'll make a difference.
Oh yeah, stretches really help with when you have arthritis. I mean, I couldn't walk if I didn't stretch. If I didn't do any kind of stretching. Yeah, absolutely. So,
Mom, can you talk about the yin yoga, since you guys are both talking about stretching and how that helps you as well? Why is yin yoga helping you better?
Yoga is great, but since I had the COVID a couple of weeks ago, and then I was sick before, and now it's cold, so I guess it's my age, but it takes me longer to get back into yoga. I love the yoga, but if you get off it for a while, it's too tiring for me. I can't do a whole thing. But the yin yoga it's just like I have a morning one that I do on YouTube, and it's yoga poses, but they're slower. You stay on one position for a longer period of time, so you're not doing as many poses. You're doing specific poses for a longer period of time, and so it's slower. So you might only do, like, in 15 minutes, you might do 3 or 4 poses, as opposed to on yoga where you would have done a bunch of them by then. So it's slower moving. It's good, and it's a good way to get your stretching back in before you try a full yoga class.
Cool.
So it's pretty good. Inflammatory foods that we can talk about, because I know you said so for a lot of people with the Mommy Minute, of course, Mom talks about health, and if you guys have any health questions, type it in, because Lynn is not only our co-host, but she is our producer for the show. So she's taking in questions. If you have any questions about inflammation, inflammation can be anything. And inflammation could literally be allergy and sinuses. It could be arthritis. Inflammation could be a twisted ankle. Inflammation is something that actually can be the beginnings of certain
A
diseases.
disease, right?
Yeah,
So
and inflammation can be any part of your body. Yeah, your feet. If your feet swell up, that's inflammation. If you get sinus, that's inflammation of your sinuses. If your joints hurt, that's inflammation of your joints. Your heart, you can have heart trouble. That's inflammation of your heart. It's all related.
So
we talk about inflammation. It's any part of your body. It just happens different to everybody. So when the warm weather is perfect time to do anti-inflammatory foods, because you can make soup with so many different things. And the last couple of weeks, I have a neighbor that makes low carb meals. And so a lot of her side dishes are not typical there. She uses a lot of cauliflower rice. And, first I thought, well, that's going to be so bland. But she just puts a little peas in it or a little egg in it, like the Chinese stuff. But it's very filling. Yeah. And if you could fill up with just vegetables and then a non-inflammatory side dish like cauliflower rice, it's going to get you through. So you're not going to be snacking, because when it's cold, I like to snack. You want breads and you want, something sweet. My thing is chocolate croissants, but that fills you up good. So you're not snacking, because snacky foods, chips and all that stuff, that's going to get you.
So, there we got a question. Is it true that honey and ginger help with inflammation? Thank you, Ashley.
Ginger help with inflammation? Thank you,
yes.
Ashley. Yeah.
Ginger and turmeric are my favorite go-to. I have that every day. I have fresh ginger. I have tea ginger. I have ginger and turmeric tea. I put ginger on everything. Honey is good too.
We used to grow up, my parents would take my mom would take the ginger and just put it with water and boil it on the stove. Yeah. And then add it, add that to the tea. That was always good.
Yeah, use the water to make tea out of it. It's very good for you.
Yeah.
Is there anything else, Mom?
On anti-inflammatory things, so many things.
Well, tell us.
Garlic, green tea, lemons. A lot of people can't take grapefruit because of medications, but apple cider vinegar, a little spoon that's kind of strong, but if you put it in your tea water or use it to make salad dressing with olive oil and some ginger and some honey, that's a great salad dressing, and that's totally anti-inflammatory. That's totally good for you.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Nice. I'm excited about our guests coming in too.
Yeah, what? This is a great segue, Mom. So we've got a lady who's coming in, and she is a genius in the kitchen. She has incredible recipes, and she's going to give us a Valentine's Day recipe where it's also delicious, but maybe anti-inflammatory and some other things. So let's bring on Miss ERIN Gordon.
On top of the world.
There she is.
Hi, ladies. How are you? Thank you so much for having me here tonight.
Thank you so much for coming, ERIN. I just want to tell everyone that how I found ERIN was on Instagram just randomly. And you can check her out at Heart for Healthy, right? Heart for Healthy, right?
Close.
As a matter of fact, if you don't mind, I'm just going to quickly show a little video here. And would you mind telling me what these awesome things are on your Instagram page? It's just a couple things I picked from your page.
I'd be happy to. Oh, this right here. This is a taco and
all
a salad. Ooh, that has watermelon and coconut bacon. And almond flour cookies and chia pudding and all of my favorites.
So
LC, I hope you saw I put the chocolate chip cookies in there for you. That was a Valentine's treat for you. He's in the back.
So Erin, tell us a little bit about those dishes and who you are and the proper Instagram.
Sure. The handle
address.
is at a heart for FORE healthy, a heart at a heart for healthy, and that's me. And it's on Instagram and on Facebook. And what?
No. I hope I wrote that right on the little thing there.
I think you did. I saw it earlier.
Okay.
So I am passionate about creating health in the heart. And the fact that that we're talking together over Valentine's Day weekend, I just think it's just a sweet, it's just pulling this together just so beautifully. It's so sweet. Thank you so much for having me this particular weekend, because Valentine's might be about all of the feelings of the heart that we have in the mind, the thoughts that we have, the feelings that we have in our hearts and our bodies towards other people and how we want to share it with others. But truly, it's super important to have health inside of your heart so that you have that opportunity and really the lifespan to, express your love to others. If you don't have health, you're really debilitated from the get-go, and it's not really fun. It's a very painful experience to have heart disease. And I've heard a lot of topics already so far through the show that I'm just dying to weigh in on. So Katharine, I heard you earlier say, what would you do with this cold weather? Well, the first thing that came to my mind as you asked that question was, was it 30 degrees today here in Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth area?
That sounds divine to me right now.
Not even. It was about
minus 25 over here.
She thinks 3 degrees is like going to the beach.
Put it this way. I went to go take my granddaughter to school yesterday, and my car wouldn't start because the battery died because of the cold. So,
oh my goodness.
So 30 degrees, trust me, it's a blessing.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you ladies have ever done cryotherapy before, but I've actually paid for sessions of cryotherapy.
Oh, yes. I have a friend that does that.
My husband has, and he swears by it.
I swear by it as well. Oh.
Erin is one of my favorite people on the planet.
People. Oh.
She taught me how to make overnight oats, a very tasty cabbage recipe, plus more. Sweet lady ever.
Oh, so, thank you, Ashley.
Thank you, Ashley. I'll pay you later for that. No, just kidding. we love people to be celebrated on here, and that's what we love to do. So, and then one of my friends in New York's on. Hi, Helen. You're gonna love this segment on this healthy lady here, talking about some healthy recipes.
Hey, it's a journey, and I do my best, and that's really all I'm trying to do is just make one better choice or good choices throughout the day. If I fall off the wagon, I fall off the wagon. I have another meal, another snack, another day to really kind of step up my game. But what I was going to say was, instead of paying for cryotherapy, why not just run around outside or just stand outside? Actually, you could do that as well for up to 3 minutes.
Yeah, but 287 minus 287 feels good for only 3 minutes. So,
right. Well, I mean, at 30 degrees here in Texas, so I went out and got the mail without my coat. And I mean, I was high stepping it, and I really got my heart rate up, but that's really a good type of stress to put on your heart. And the cold really makes your vessels work really hard. So
you're going to come and visit me in the winter? Is that what you're saying?
No, ma'am. That's not. Negative 25 is really cold.
They do say on a cellular level that if you expose yourself to extreme cold, your body will learn how to circulate faster. You burn more calories when you're in the cold, and you get warmer. The body will overcompensate and start working for you. It's just forcing ourselves to do it, because initially it does not. Everybody's a little different, My husband did do cryotherapy and swears by it. There's a guy by the name of Cass Haley. He's an incredible musician. Check out his music. He's in, like, I've been a fan of his forever. He was like on all the big TV shows, some of the, I'm trying to think, you guys, and it's not from the wine. It's been a crazy day. America's Got Talent. He was number 2 on America's Got Talent. He did some like incredible cover songs, like Sting cover songs, Lionel Richie. Anyway, he does cold baths and cryotherapy, and it has helped him with his weight. It has helped him with his overall well-being. It's just, for me, I'm a Southern California gal, so is my mom. Perfect weather our whole entire lives. We don't even know what weather was till we moved to Texas, and now
if it wasn't 72 degrees, we needed a sweater. I'm telling you.
I remember that.
Well, you know, it's funny because 70 outside here in the summer is really warm. We have low humidity, but it's funny, in the winter, I got to have my thermostat on for 73, 74. Go figure.
Go figure.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, it's a really good idea to stress your body like that and to get really cold. And just saying, for those people that aren't really into working out very much and burning calories that way, one session of cryotherapy, you can burn between 500 and 700 calories. And that is that would be like a phenomenal workout. So in 3 minutes at negative 250 degrees, you can burn between 5 and 7. You can be bikini ready in 10 days.
Well, I don't know about that, because I do have some sessions still to go, and you're motivating me to go back for the pain. But trust me, I've done 10 sessions. But no, but you know what else you can do if you've never heard of this is you can go ahead in the shower, take the shower head and put it on cold on your neck. And it's hard, and then put it on warm, and then, as a matter of fact, I did a video on it. I'm in a towel explaining it, but maybe I'll put that on the shelf.
Our ratings are going to skyrocket.
Okay, I will. You know what? This year, the word's vulnerable. I'm going to upload that. Matter of fact, while you guys are talking, I might find it on my phone and upload it.
Oh, no, you're not. No way.
Don't worry, I'm not naked. Gosh. But anyways, keep talking.
Okay, you never know what's going to happen on this show, guys. Now we've got a woman in a towel, right? So stay tuned.
It will not be me.
I have to find it.
ERIN, I guess while that's happening, tell us a little bit about what you have prepped for us today.
Sure. Well, I guess you had previously asked just a little bit about me. I have been interested in the heart for a long time, and it's been kind of fun because early in my childhood, my parents actually bought. They had 2 health food stores. So from a very young age, I worked in a health food store. So I was hanging out with ladies that knew the ins and out of herbs and vitamins, and we had a smoothie bar, we had a sandwich bar, and I had early exposure to like fruit snacks, and was just learning really by osmosis. I really wasn't asking them questions. I was just there to learn the trade because my parents needed more employees. So my older sister and I worked in their stores, and it really kept us out of trouble. And we actually ended up learning a lot as well. So all that early exposure. And then I'm one of 4 kids. So I was the one who hung out in the kitchen with my mom all the time. And so she's the one who really taught me how to cook, and had that early exposure to the health food stores that were called co-ops back in the day. It's not really a thing much, at least where I live now, but you would be like a part owner to these health food stores. And then you would have like the fresh fruits and vegetables that the farmers had that particular week or month. And you
They
would just
have those in Austin. Wow. I know they have some of those in Austin, but not up here. You're right.
Yeah. So that, and then also my husband is a retired interventional cardiologist. So for 23 years, he fixed people's hearts. And for every week that he practiced medicine, we would get between 5, 6, or 7 journals that come to the house. And every journal that comes to the house, it's filled. This is how the doctors stay on top of the most recent information. There's always an article in these journals about how food can be used as medicine. And it's been that way for decades now. And this information has been out for a really long time, but it's not widely spread and it's not widely known. But I do believe it is growing hand over fist because especially the young people are looking at their parents and saying, I do not want to suffer from that. And so they're taking steps to, taking steps actually away from heart disease. And it's really been fun to be an educator in that space. But really, I'm just having fun because this is my life. This is how I live. There is no other like plan B. I'm not hiding things, elsewhere. You just get what you get.
You have some great recipes. I'm looking forward to a bunch of them. I already bought everything to make the carrot wrapped dates. Oh,
yes,
it's fabulous.
They are so delicious. I mean, okay, the best way, in my opinion, to decrease inflammation is to eat as many fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds in a day as you possibly can. I'm not saying don't eat other stuff. I'm just saying that let it be a personal goal to eat as many fruits and vegetables, nuts, and seeds. And you can throw legumes in there as well. And then, of course, the inflammation will decrease because all of those phytonutrients that are in plants calm down inflammation. So if that's the fastest way. But to the carrot bacon dates, who would have thought? Who would have thought? But the vegan
what a great combination.
I mean, it is like salty, smoky, sweet, delicious. You will, depending on how many you're eating in the house, you'll want to decide how many to make, because if it's just one of you and you make all 18 dates, you're going to eat all 18. They're that good. But the vegan cookbooks are the best place to get delicious recipes. The vegans and the plant strong people have mastered how to make eating vegetables and plants delicious. So the majority of everything that I cook comes from a handful of websites, which I'm happy to share with y'all.
That is, please do, ERIN,
Yeah.
because it's
Wonderful
so
stuff.
as we get older too, the weight starts packing on seemingly because our metabolism is being slowed down, and just to eat really good, delicious. I love eating. I love it. I love like wine and cheese, or just like really good, delicious stuff. I've discovered well, this isn't vegan, so I don't know if I should share this. But
share it. Go ahead.
It's blackberries, and there's like a goat cheese spread. It's actually goat cheese, but it's so soft that you can roll a little bit of goat cheese on the outside of the blackberries and crush pistachios and just lightly crust it with pistachios. So you have the sweet, crunchy pistachio with a little bit of that creamy cheese. I'm like salivating. And then the blackberries, and oh my God.
That sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good.
Good people.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, part of what I hear you saying is this is real food. So a blackberry is a real piece of fruit, and then the pistachios are nuts, and then the cheese is a processed item, but it could be potentially lightly processed. So depending on the manufacturer. So if you're right, I mean, there is a possibility also that it's like significantly processed, and then there's tons of additives and preservatives. It just kind of depends on like what kind of place you're shopping and what is available to you. But there is a continuum there of like processed foods where it's highly down to a little less so. But I mean, blackberries are incredible for decreasing inflammation.
They are.
And they're
in general.
What'd you say?
I love berries.
I didn't hear what you said.
What'd you say about berries, Joy?
There's a little bit of a lag, but I was saying berries in general are just like super incredible. I love eating berries. Yeah. I mean, you can eat berries all day long, and it's just going to help you.
Yeah. Well, and I try to eat berries every single day. And the key is I eat at least a cup of berries every single day. The key is to keep your freezer stocked. So when you open my freezer, 100% of my door and about 1/3 of the back of my freezer is all frozen fruit. And I have a lot of frozen vegetables as well. But I eat fruit every single day. But, you know, the berries aren't in season outside of summer here in Texas. So, you know, the best way to do it is to get the frozen stuff, keep it stashed in the freezer. And so I have them every I think of them as wrinkle cream. So I'm like, if I don't eat my blueberries, blackberries, and blueberries every day, I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot to put my cream on. You know?
That's a good way to think of it. Yeah, very good.
Great motivation.
It is,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of times people think that wrinkles and everything are something you put on the outside. And a lot of times you can refresh and rejuvenate your cells from the inside by what you're putting in your body. And nobody really thinks about it. It is a cream. I love that you said that, Erin. You're a genius.
So we got a comment on the below there if you want to read that.
Helen Leva says, must be like the blackberry goat cheese. Must be like the blackberry goat cheese. Are you saying you're liking the idea of the blackberry goat cheese? Is that what we mean?
I think that's what you meant.
It's delicious. It's incredible. And everything that I'm looking at when we're talking about overprocessed or not overprocessed, guys, just the shorter the list of ingredients, like if it comes out of the ground, like if you're getting onion out of the ground, there's not 500 ingredients. It's an onion. That's it. That's all you got. If you're having, you know, whatever you're having, if it's just a single item, the better, right? If you have 5 billion trillion items on the ingredients, then it's way over processed.
Right.
I tend to go organic. It is a little more expensive, but it tastes better, honestly. And it's healthier for you.
I do as well. And I always tell the people that I talk to, shoot for short on the ingredients list. So you want as few ingredients as possible. But from a different perspective, let's say you wanted to eat something like that you thought was like decadent, and whatever that is, like whatever I say, you're probably going to judge me on, but like, I don't know if it was like
I can throw some decadence out.
Throw out something like super decadent, like it's a total cheat meal for you. Go ahead.
How about like a big old thick beef steak with like tons of blue cheese melted on top of it with mashed potatoes and gravy?
Okay, so this is what I want to say about that. If you make that same meal at home, it automatically is going to be healthier because you've made it at home versus purchased it out. It automatically, because you will treat yourself better and will knowingly not put extra other weird chemical addictive things in it, on it, and it automatically will be good. So if you want to have that,
the potatoes, you're not going to put margarine in there. You're going to put real butter on. You're not going to put 10 pounds of it just so it looks good. You're going to just do
and you
enough.
probably put organic. It'll probably be unsalted as well, and those all make an impact. And so it's like if you make that same cheat meal at home, you're good.
Okay, ladies, I found that video. It's been a long time since I've seen this video. It's 30 seconds about taking hot and cold water. It's good for your circulation. So here we go. Oh my gosh, LC's here. He's gonna watch us too. This is just a dare on my part. Ready?
Oh my gosh.
We're ready.
Out of the shower. I did the wildest thing. No, not that. I went ahead and took a hot shower, let it run my head, rolled my head all the way back so that it was hitting the back of my neck for 10 seconds. And then I turned it to blasting cold and did the same thing. And then I went back to hot. And then I went back to cold. And oh my gosh, what a sensation. I dare you to try it.
That was steamy, girl. That was
a healthy tip that I could contribute here, okay? And that was on the fly. And I'm embarrassed, but you know what? It's for the show.
It's for all of you guys watching.
Elsie's still back there.
Or ERIN, do you guys have any thought? Oh, look, however, we're going to get to Ashley in a second, but I definitely wanted to talk to Lynn about her video. So ERIN and Mom, for people who are just popping in right now, why would that be a good idea to do cold and hot? Because for people who are just coming in, let's talk about that again.
Well, Lynn, you go, ERIN.
Oh, well, okay. The first thing I would say is that this is a type of healthy stress that you want to put on your heart. So for me, what I do is I don't go back and forth. I just end with at least 30 seconds to 1 minute of ice cold, as cold of water as I possibly can handle, which is all the way, for 30 seconds to a minute. But the thing is that all of your vessels will constrict. And you want your vessels constricting because that's exercising your blood vessels. Keep in mind, your blood vessels don't just feed your heart, they feed every part of your body, every extremity. So when you get icy cold like that and everything shrinks, it's just like a little exercise for your vessel. And
So why do guys complain? That's all I got to say.
That's a great way to think of it. It's exercise for your vessels.
Mm-hmm. You want your blood vessels as soft and flexible, like a piece of a wet noodle. That's how flexible you want your blood vessels. You want them working, because this is how your blood gets pumping around your body. Your vessels are going out and in, out and in. So there you have it.
Very nice. Mom, did you have any questions for ERIN? I know you're a big fan of ERIN and you've been watching what she's been posting on Instagram. She has incredible recipes. Did you have any
I was wondering if you had a cookbook, but are you going to have a cookbook?
You know, you're not the first person to ask me that, but so I don't have a cookbook. But I really don't think of myself as a recipe developer. I love scouring the internet, though. And I love figuring out, like, do I think this is going to, like reading it on paper or reading it on the internet, do I think this is going to taste good? And then I love the challenge, like, does it or does it not? And I only post the ones that I think are phenomenal. So there are thousands and thousands and thousands of recipes out there, but I just read them in a way like, do I think this is going to taste good? And then I just go to the kitchen, and honestly, I follow them at least one time, and then from there I kind of springboard. I did want to share a couple of the websites or people that I follow to get recipes from. My number one. Oh, yeah, sure. My number one favorite is Forks Over Knives. So Forks Over Knives, if you have heard of that before, it's actually a movie on Netflix. It's a website and it's an app. And honestly, I saw that they had a new magazine come out, so I rushed out and got it. But you can order it on Amazon as well.
I think I've seen that.
Forks Over Knives. It's a must-see movie for anybody who's interested in creating health and just creating health by not doing the things that create disease. So it's very instructional. And so I do recommend watching the movie first, but their app is phenomenal. And I try so many of their recipes. The first cookbook of theirs that I bought was Reversing and Preventing Heart Disease. We might have a special guest. Oh, no, he turned around. He's black and white speckled all over. He may still come. He is a fan.
I hope he does visit. I brought my baby up here as well.
I can't stop what's about to happen. Nikki. Oh, can you see?
Oh, how sweet.
Hi, Boo-boo. What is
Dalmatian?
He's a Great Dane.
Oh, Great Dane. Okay.
Yes. Oh, boy. He loves being on camera. Oh, boy.
He's got girlfriends on the internet. You didn't know that, ERIN? He's got his own Instagram and everything.
He does. You're right. This is Nicodemus, and he's the size of a cow or a horse, and he stays in the house with us. But he's an old man, so he can be very needy. Anyway,
absolutely.
So
hi, Nicodemus, come to the show. We love you.
He wants to sit in my lap. Oh no!
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. We love you. You know, ERIN, we're wrapping up this segment, and I wanted to ask you. You know, I think that you have so many interesting things to share, and we would love to have you back for sure. Do you have any other tidbits that you'd like to kind of part with us today?
Well, just to really be kind to yourself, love yourself through this process. It's a journey, and it's not super helpful to be critical, just like hypercritical of yourself, like as you're going through the journey. It's like it is a journey, and really, if you're just taking incremental steps forward in creating health and like eating more plants and vegetables and fruit in a day, it's a continuum. So it's like you don't have to be perfectly vegan or perfectly plant pure, as some groups of healthcare providers call them. You can actually just be plant strong, which is what I am. I largely eat plants, and so it creates a lot of health, and it prevents a lot of disease. Oh, my security system is barking. My heart. It's a very big bark, but
he was agreeing with you. I think
he was. He was giving me a little mouth. Oh, he's actually telling me my time is up. So but anyway, that's what it would be, to just be kind to yourself as you're taking this health journey, and to learn. It's not just a finite process, it's an ever evolving journey, and to just really embrace it. And the older you get, the more wonderful it becomes, because you are experiencing the results of it. And
feel it and see it more.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're free from disease, so you can actually go out and enjoy people and friends and things and your social life, and you're not in pain, you know. And it's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Thank you so much for being here. I love it, ERIN. Enjoyed
and I feel
everything.
like it's a gift to yourself. It's connecting with yourself and just loving yourself, just like you said, and to be soft and gentle with yourself. No negative self-talk. All about that incrementalism. And you know, I have a mentor that we all know and love. His name is Glenn Morshower, and he does talk about incrementalism. If we get 3 to 5% better, it's going to add up. 3 to 5% better. It's going to add up. And over a period of time, we start evolving more and more. It doesn't matter what category of our life it is, whether it's lack of patience or food, just being health conscious, or just heart conscious, whatever that may be. It could be in your career, doesn't matter. It's just that little bit every single time. And I think this was just so helpful. So thank you so much for coming on the show, ERIN.
So much for having me.
Thank you.
So honored.
You know what? I feel like I should bring somebody in for some applause. Hey, you have some applause for her?
Great job, man. That was absolutely awesome, man. Wow, great information.
Oh, thank you so much. That's a nice touch there, Elsie.
I know. Yeah, well, we love to make our guests feel special, because we do appreciate your time, especially on a Friday night, for making our show special. And you are very caring and loving, and I look forward to having you back again.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to be here again.
Oh, well, thank you. Make sure to share this with all your friends.
Stay in the green room. We've got another segment coming up with the gentlemen who are going to give us their perspective on Valentine's Day. So feel free to check it out backstage.
I will.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Thank you, Lamont, for that. Maybe I should leave you up here for the commentary on what the guys say here. But Mom, thanks for being here. You going to stay with us?
I think
No.
Mom, I think definitely.
Oh, Mama's leaving. Okay,
Hey, Lynn,
Mama.
Lynn.
Yes.
Hey, just real quickly, because that was great information too. Moms gave Lucy O. You know what I'm saying? And listen, she is absolutely awesome. Great job, man.
Okay, Mom, I'll eject you very easily here. I love you.
Good night, all.
Goodbye, Mom. Okay, so should we keep Lamont here? I know, she's so sweet. I love her. Should we keep Lamont here so he can give his 2 cents from what the guys say?
I definitely think it's nice to have a guy's perspective. So
yeah, so
yeah.
Would you mind staying, Lamont?
That's fine. Whatever you need, I got you.
Awesome, thank you.
He's got it.
So are we ready for the first one?
Let's bring them on out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
Bring them out. Bring them out.
There's 3 of them, so here we go. Hold on. Here's the first one.
Hey, Kat, it's your boy Juan, and I want to talk to you about Valentine's Day from the heterosexual single male point of view because, well, that's who I am. Specifically, the Valentine's Day gift. My only thought about the Valentine's Day gift is that it should be something significant to the two of you, right? Put some thought into it. Don't go out to Walmart the night before and buy a box of chocolates. Don't go to the gas station the day of and find a little teddy bear or whatever. Put some thought into it. The best Valentine's Day gift I ever had, she made me one of these little like love books. You go online and it has little characters that depict you and her. And it's got stuff like, you know, I love the way you make me breakfast in bed. I love that time that we went to, you know, whatever. I love watching Netflix with you. Whatever it is, it's meaningful to the both of you. They make this book with characters that look like you, and then they ship it, and it was just fantastic. Something like that, you can't go wrong. You're gonna get that good nookie, and let's face it, that's what Valentine's Day is about, guys, getting that good nookie. So, Kat, love you, and to you and your viewers, I hope you have a fantastic Valentine's Day. Get that good nookie.
Yeah. What do you think about that? That was real, keeping it real.
I couldn't hear everything that he said. It was hard to hear it just on my end a little bit, but from what I did gather, yeah, that sounded like some good stuff. And I don't know if you remember earlier when I said it's not a cookie cutter kind of thing. It's, you know, it's whatever pertains to you and your significant other, whoever he or she may be. That is what it's about. And if you're in tune with that person, then you know the little things that he or she likes. And that's what you should focus on, not necessarily what you think is the hallmark kind of thing to do. Is what will get to that person's mind or heart or make them smile, whatever can put a smile on their face. And you know what that is if you've been with that person
long enough, right? And it's nice to see that guys, people don't give guys enough credit, but Juan really, he right? They don't give guys enough credit, but Juan totally told us, you know, be genuine. You know, one of his favorite things was his girlfriend put together this cute little book where there's little characters in it that was just cookie cuttered for them. And that made it personal and special. And he did bring up the word nookie. It's Valentine's Day. I mean, okay. Hashtag nookie.
See, I didn't hear that, but hey, we're grown. It's a part of it. You know what I'm saying? We're adults. Yeah.
I haven't heard that word since, you know, like the dating game back in the
I know,
day.
right?
I loved it, Juan. It was so good. It's so good. Juan's a good-looking guy. He is single. He was on Queen of the South, you guys. He was on one of those episodes. He's an incredible actor. So I just want to plug you, Juan, for that, and just check him out because he's a really, he's going to be doing some big things. He's already doing big things. So yeah, but we like that male perspective. Lynn, any thoughts on Mr. Juan Fiol? You're muted, honey.
I muted myself. I was enjoying that too much. And
I was gonna say he was that hot, huh? Just
no, I was just saying nookie, nookie, nookie. That's it. No nookie for me. No nookie for me for Valentine's Day. No, not this year. Maybe next year.
What do you think about Juan, though? He's pretty cool, right?
Yes, I liked his perspective, and I like the fact that Lamont came up and gave his commentary on it. That really drives it home, no pun intended, but yeah, especially for guys.
True. I mean, it is good to hear from a male perspective.
Yeah, which reminds me, you probably thought I was nuts doing that cold thing, but I want to show people I really did that once.
Yeah, can I just say that yeah, that was like, yes, that was going into Valentine's Day weekend. That was really nice.
But I couldn't help but say, hey, and guys think cold showers are bad.
But Katharine and Lynn, let me just say this though. I want to give you props, especially being women, to also want to know the guy's perspective too, because I think as a guy, of course, we try to put the focus on women and as where it should be, not just on Valentine's Day, each and every day. However, for you to take the time out to want to not only get a guy's perspective, but even kind of make Valentine's Day about the guy too. It's about each other. As for the guys out there, I want to give you props and we appreciate you for doing this. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. I did it real and raw today at my other show. I had no ladies with feedback, but I was with the guys on the whole thing. Valentine's Day, you girls need to step it up too. I mean, you want equal everything, and I don't care if we get tomatoes at that. But seriously, I think truly, you get caught. If you're not very nice, it's going to show, especially on a Valentine's Day. If you don't appreciate what he does, what he brings to the table, then it might be about you, and it might be that you're not right for him either. So, I mean, girls, you need to, and it should be every day. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. I had a dad that really was, he did his best. And I mean, I have a lot of guy friends, and I feel like, they get the crappy end of the stick sometimes. So seriously, girls, I'm sorry, and you say this on daytime TV, but if you're a bitch, you don't deserve a good man. That's my personal opinion.
Well, we got real fast over here.
We got all the way real. That's, hey.
I'm just saying, wake up. If you don't treat your guy right, then you don't deserve him. That's all I'm saying. It's not all about the guy. It's about it takes a two-way street. That's all I'm saying. Not getting political here. Just saying the love should be shared equally. I'm all about love.
Yeah, I'm with you. I've been married a long time, and the more I think whenever I first started, dating, and then eventually I was married, kind of a newlywed. I didn't really know what I was doing. I don't think when you first get married, you really know what's coming.
Yeah,
no, you're just, it's kind of a leap of faith because you don't even have a perspective. Nobody has a perspective of what forever means, or till death do you part. Like, what does that mean? You can't even conceptualize it, right? So, and the beginning, it's like, well, I wash the dishes. Why don't you take out the trash? Or, well, I did this. Why don't you do that? And it's more of, I'm going to do as much as I can, and you're going to do as much as you can, but I'm not taking score. The more that I give, the more he wants to give, and the more he gives, I want to give, and it just becomes a giving contest. It's not even a contest. It's just like, oh my God, you did that. That's so awesome. And really, if somebody's picking up more slack sometimes, okay, let that ride. And because that's going to go back and forth. What Lynn and Elsie are both single. Interesting. There's chemistry there.
Just comment as you please. Well, chemistry's chemistry. That's where you got to start. That's all.
I see you, Ashley.
I see you, Ashley. I think you're right, Lynn, when it comes to like, I think women can be creative and romantic too. And I think we do. And I think guys can be really cool too. I'm seeing that. I'm feeling the love tonight on both sides.
I'm just saying, remember, like in my Real and Raw show on Monday, let's be real. I mean, Valentine's Day is one day. You got to be doing that every day. You know, it's not the day after Valentine's Day, the candy goes on sale, you know, and then it's forgotten. Don't let your relationship go like that. That's all I gotta say.
So what Lynn's trying to say is you can get candy cheaper,
No,
like next week. So go ahead and buy that.
discounted. It's discounted.
It's
Don't discount your
discounted.
relationship. That's all
And
I'm
it's
trying to
free
say.
Give candy for the rest of
That
the
was
year.
funny, but real. That was funny,
Thank
but
you.
real.
Thank you.
I love
you.
it. Well, let's go to the next guy, Lynn. Let's see what
Okay,
we got.
let's see what you got to say.
My name is Vincent Marquez. I got asked a interesting question. What do guys want for Valentine's Day? Well, I can't speak for all of us, but I can definitely say what I would want for Valentine's Day is just a full day, completely reserved for me and my girlfriend. I feel like that would be outstanding. You know, just nothing else, just me and her watching movies all day, you know, just cuddled up on the couch, you know, eating popcorn or just relaxing, just a full day to ourselves. I really think that, yeah, that's definitely what I would love for Valentine's Day.
All right.
Ah, it's cuddle time.
Yeah, see?
Cuddle time. I like that. Yeah.
Listen, you can never go wrong with cuddle time. I'm telling you right now, that's...
Men are talking. I'm not saying anything. Guys are cool with cuddle time. I mean, we didn't talk about spooning, you know, but we could spoon. People are going to be spooning across the nation this weekend, folks. Come on. Come on.
Yes.
Come on with it. Come on with it.
And you know what?
What?
The thing about that is, even, and I just, you know, I thought about this just a second ago. Yes, with Valentine's Day, it not only can be about the person you're with, and I even love what ERIN said too about food, but I was going to say, even if you're single, you know, there's nothing wrong with loving yourself. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with being single at this time of the year either. I mean, yes, Valentine's Day is the day where you hopefully are with someone, but it's all good. It's okay. If you love yourself, though, that's just going to make it that much more better when you're have an opportunity to give that love to someone else as well. So, yeah, I'm just saying.
Well,
spooning?
You know,
did someone say spooning? Who said that, Lynn?
Yeah, Ernest says spooning. So you know what? And that's most single people, I'm sure they make sure to love themselves even after Valentine's Day, and I'm gonna leave it like that.
Hello?
Yeah. Okay.
It's just my point exactly.
Lynn is getting Lynn Spicy Serrano is
She
on
is. That is Lynn Spicy Serrano, ladies and gentlemen. Just in case you wondered what her nickname was.
I know.
Spicy. But he was onto something there, Katharine and Lynn, when he said, you know, just kind of being at home. As he said, he liked to cuddle on the couch, watching a nice movie.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's as simple as that. And that's why I said the thought comes in, because I guarantee you, whoever he's spooning with is feeling that love and feeling special. It's kind of like you, Katharine. You know what? Let's just say.
What goes on there? Oh, wait. Speaking of that guy,
Darian, real quick, because we're not in the middle of something. Darian actually is one of the guys we're going to play his video, and he goes, "What's love got to do with it when you don't love yourself?"
See, there you go.
Okay, so Darian, I'm glad you're here. I gotta have him on my show sometime. Hold on.
But you know what I was going to say, and I'm going to say Katharine because she's married. But what I'm saying is this: a guy can compliment Katharine, and you're like, thank you, you know, you can be nice or whatever, but it's nothing like when Tim compliments you. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying by that is it's who you cuddle with and who, you know, so if you're with that significant other, when you get that compliment or those niceties, if you want to call them, from that person that your heart beats for, yeah, that's where it's at. So yeah, love
Thank you
yourself
for
and love
saying
that person.
because my husband, he has seen me with makeup, no makeup. He's seen me skinny, he's seen me heavy. He's seen me with my teeth brushed and my teeth funky. I'm keeping it real. But my
Keeping it real.
husband, he is there for me for so many things. And so, I mean, it does mean more because, you know, it's
That's
not
unconditional.
temporary. He's there for the long haul. So when he gives me a
Lynn
compliment, and my
said
husband
it.
also is not somebody who just gives compliments ever to anybody. If he says it, he means it, which is another characteristic that I find very attractive in a man. So just saying.
Unconditional. All right, here's another one from, you want to read this from Ernest?
Ernest Odell, when I asked my girlfriend if she wanted to do a what is that? Cucharia conmigo? She thought I was going to teach her how to bake bread. Well, yeah, we can do that too, Cupcake. What does that mean?
Cucharia conmigo. Conmigo is with me. Oh, spoon, like a spoon. Yeah, cuchara. Cuchara, spoon conmigo.
Okay.
Spoon with me. Yeah.
Good, Ernest.
Yep.
Good. You know, your last name's Odell, but you know how to speak Spanish. Good for you, man. That's one Spanish
You know what?
speaking Irishman.
That added another piece of flavor to it right there. Instead of just saying spooning, you know what I'm saying? When you, like my man Ernest said, throw a little extra oomph on it.
Cuchara.
I know. Well,
There
you
we
know,
go.
I mean, I'm supposed to be
Conmigo.
Hispanic.
Conmigo.
I am,
With
but
me.
I didn't know what we were talking
I know. Katharine, you got words for a second. You're like,
I said it. It's spoon with me. Conmigo. Conmigo is, I don't read Spanish very well, but yeah.
No,
Yep.
that's
I speak some Spanish.
Thank you.
So are we ready for the next one? He says he's a mutt. He said he's a mutt.
Aren't we all?
So he's just calling himself a dog. Are we ready?
No, Ernest is a sweetheart. I can tell.
Yes, he is. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Let's do it.
I'm Brian here to tell you some do's and don'ts of Valentine's Day. First things first, I won't be necessarily celebrating Valentine's Day this year because I'm actually born on February 14th. Wow! Last four. So listen, if you're dating somebody who was born on February 14th, these are just some questions I've gotten over the years.
Like the beginning about me and the later about you?
No. Like, I mean, do the whole day gotta be about you? Do I actually split your birthday? All right. But listen, man, and a lot of times, you know, girls are like, you know, they get me like things that they want, but as a guy, like, I'm not as, I don't know, I guess sentimental, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really big on the big teddy bears. I'm just not gonna use it. I'm not a really big card guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would much rather you look me in my eye and tell me how much, you know, you appreciate me with a form of generosity. Like, don't read to me what you would have wrote on the card, but just let it be from the heart. You complete me. You're good. And, you know, just tell me, you know, how special you think I am. And, you know, that means a lot, you know, more to me. Because, you know, reading, I wasn't the best reader growing up. So reading, I read scripts all day. It just, yeah, let's just not do that. Let's just articulate ourselves. If restaurants are typically packed on Valentine's Day, you know, everybody's going out, everybody made reservations and things like that. So I would actually prefer a home-cooked dinner. If you got a chance to, like, you know, be around this person a lot and you got a chance to hear, like, what their favorite food is, a chance to cook, you know what I'm saying, that person's favorite food, man, and you know, with a glass of wine and some sparkling champagne and something like that. And, you know, maybe, like, you guys can cook together on Valentine's Day. That's been a really cool date as well, too, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, those are some things that I do in order to, you know, bring in my birthday or when I'm with a significant other, because I'm kind of, like, just by myself, because everybody wants to be with somebody on Valentine's Day except the birthday boy. Yeah. Good. I'm done.
All righty then.
I love him so much.
I love him too. Thank you for
drag on the video, Lynn.
What's that?
Was there a little drag on the video?
Yeah,
It was hilarious. I love Darian, man.
Sorry about that.
DB!
Yeah.
That was Darius right there. Was that his name, Darius?
Darian,
No,
right?
Darian. Darian Brown. He is an actor. He is an impersonator. He can do Denzel Washington's voice like nobody's business. And he's good. He's a very good actor. Same with Vincent's great. He just got an agent this week. So we want to congratulate Vincent on his representation as an agent.
That's awesome. You know what? I know we're doing this early, but I wanted to just do a little thank you video because just to thank everybody before we leave the show, because I think it's important to appreciate everybody. Do you mind me doing that real quick? And then we close it out?
Go ahead.
Okay, here we go.
We love you guys. Let's do it.
Grab your friends, find your enemies and make amends, and we'll meet in the middle. Take the pride and set it aside. My hands will build you a shield, and we'll solve the riddle. And we'll remember these times,
Oh, we'll remember these times. I just needed to say that because
we remember these times. Darian Brown is a badass.
I was gonna say I want to give a big shout out to Darian as well, because that was he said some very real and interesting things there. That was some good stuff right there.
His birthday's coming up on the 14th. His birthday is on Valentine's Day.
Oh, he said, look, thank you. It was lagging. Hopefully you enjoyed it still. Yes, I'm so sorry for that. I think my internet here in Montana were minus, lots of degrees. I apologize for the delay. I might even play that next week again.
Happy birthday, Darian Brown. If you guys are watching the show, you can look at DB and check him out on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. I don't know if you got a Twitter account, but I do want to say you guys can all give him a bunch of birthday love next week. Yeah.
Yes. And DB, if you want to message me real quick on Messenger, we'd love to see you, because that was great. That was great. So we'll be talking here for a minute. So message me, and I'd love to have you on the show here. So hurry up.
Come on down, Darian. Message Lynn, and she'll get you in.
So LC, you were here at the whole show. That was so cool. What did you think of our show today? What
I thought it was informative, funny. I thought it was needed as well, because you covered various topics and you got different perspectives. And I love the people who chimed in or chatted as well. I saw Ashley and Ernest and Perry and Helen and Robert. I mean, there was just several people who
Perry?
Perry was Perry, right? Yeah. So Pamela, I mean, there were several people who chimed in as well, but you guys brought it from a perspective as far as the mommy moment minute, and that was off the chain. And ERIN gave some fantastic information, and you and Lynn, I mean, come on, man, you guys, fantastic. Franco and Spicy Serrano, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I was able to hang on today and check out the whole show, and I think it's something that you guys can definitely just keep going and going and going, because you're doing a fantastic job. You're bridging the gap. That's what you're doing, bridging the gap.
That's right. And she's, some people go ahead, actresses go and they work and wait on tables and stuff. And it's so hard with COVID. She could be out doing something else. And to me, it's an honor that as an actress, a professional, beautiful actress, that she's decided to take Fridays to spend with me and you, LC, to spend time with me too. I'm just a little person here in Montana. And so you guys make me feel special, and I really, really thank you for that. And great job. Yep, Darian did a great job. I gave him the link. Darian should be here momentarily as well. So what did you think of the show today? Katharine, what did you think of the show today?
I love that we have a smorgasbord of things to talk about and chew on. I'm a big fan of, this is just me, guys, just a little bit about me. I love the charcuterie boards where they have like all the different meats and all the different cheeses and all the different like olives and things like that. If I were to go to Chick-fil-A and get my strips, I want every kind of sauce. I want to have barbecue. I want to have ranch. I want to have all the delicious. I'm just that way. I don't want just one thing. I'm just that person. So I like talking about health and food and recipes and romance and wine and whatever, right? Like, and having my friends, Lamont is a friend of mine. I love him. He's a guy that I work with. I've got you, Lynn. I've got my mom. I've got my friends. I've got all the different flavors in my life. I mean, I'm just happy. This is fun for me. So you guys are my ranch and barbecue sauce and spicy buffalo, and I'm just dipping in all these little sauces.
I think I'm the relish.
And you may be, yeah, you're the relish in a towel coming out with wet hair going, hi, everybody. It's Valentine's Day.
I never showed that to anybody. I never had nerve to show that. But this year's my vulnerability. I couldn't help it. And then, it's one of those things that I'm an introvert. It's hard to believe, but I am an introvert, and I really push to get out of that comfort zone. And so when I could feel real embarrassed, I realized, shit, that means I got to do it because I'd be embarrassed. So that, and I'll tell you a quick story. When I was, I really shouldn't tell this story, but I'm going to tell it anyways, really quick. The names are anonymous, but it's just like my senior year, which was hot and spicy. Yes, I am. Thank you. Anyways, thank you for that. Anyhow, my senior year, I actually was 11th, 12th grader. I was graduating a year early. Start of that school year, I turn around and I look over and there's this guy, and I just thought he was hot. And I said out loud, my goodness, he's hot. Well, I said that, and his neighbor was standing right next to me. I'm like, he goes, oh, I know him. You want me to tell him something? I'm like, you better not. He goes over there and says, hey, she thinks you're hot. I was mad. I'm like, I need to speak my voice, because in the past, I didn't speak my voice often. That was one of my problems with some of the abuse and things I've been through. So I was like, but oh no, nobody can speak for me. So I went over there and said, I don't know what he said to you, but all I said is you're hot. And so I was boisterous enough to stand up for myself. But again, I had to do it. It was one of those things where, so yeah, I push the limits, and I embarrass myself a lot, but it's usually for the right thing. Hopefully Darian didn't get lost on the way.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of one of my middle school moments, like those moments where, I remember when I was in middle school, there was a guy that I thought was really cute, and I told one of my girlfriends, and then she said, I'm going to go ask him. I was like, I don't know if I want you to go ask him about me or whatever. She's like, yeah, you're pretty, it'll be fine. Well, I was a toothpick in middle school. And so, I was kind of nervous, but she went and talked to him, and she came back, and she said, he says that you're really pretty, but you're too skinny for him right now. And she's like, he could have said you were unattractive. He thinks you're really pretty, but you're too, and I wasn't filled out yet. Like, that was the early days where you don't even have your little bra and stuff like that, and have any of that going on. So
he was young then. He didn't really know. He was young. He was young then. He didn't really know what was up.
And middle school is when guys are getting taller. They start getting the little what is that scratchy lower voice. Girls are trying to fill out and not fill out. So the girls that fill out first are the ones that guys notice, right? That's just normal. And I was one of the last ones to fill out. So I was still a little girl. So that was kind of embarrassing. But yeah, I didn't really fill out till a little bit later. So that's my embarrassing story. Yeah, it's all good.
Well, you know what? I don't want to date myself, but do y'all remember back in the day when you used to slip a guy? I don't know if the girls did it, but guys would slip a girl a note. I like you. Do you like me? Yes. No. Maybe. Check. Hey, that was a big thing back in the day. You know what I'm saying? That was
huge back in.
That was huge.
And then it was embarrassing when the teacher grabbed the note and read it out loud. I've seen that happen.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But see, if you did that today, not today, let's say was Sunday. If you did that for Valentine's and gave your wife, significant other, or whatever, a note like that, just imagine the smile or the laugh or whatever you know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that.
Boom.
Feel free to use that one if you.
Yeah, remember those things that was the 4-way, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, I heard from Darian. He was on his phone, and we know that it doesn't go real well on the phone. So he couldn't, and he's out and about. So thank you so much for trying. And
thank you.
And so girls, I went to school.
Which I do want to clarify for Lynn that the 4-way that she's talking about is. That sounds funny. I'm not trying to stir the pot. I want to clarify.
You're right. That's good stuff, Katharine.
There is a way that you fold paper, and you put your fingers in it, paper, and you do this. And inside the paper, there's little
fortunes or whatever we used to call.
There's little notes under each section. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then little messages. I don't know how you fold it. It's like a little origami thing. We didn't have YouTube back then, guys.
You know what?
We did crazy cool stuff with paper and notes back in the day.
I did that, but you know what's funny?
The 4-way letter is what she was referring to. So
yeah, I'm sorry. If I would have been talking something about 3-way, I would have clarified myself. But 4-way, I didn't even think about it.
Hey, you know what though? Depending on the age of whoever's on here, it's good that you clarified that, because they might have been like, all they heard was 4-way. You know. So it's good you clarified that, Katharine. That's good stuff.
You guys, my mom, thank goodness, is not on here. Hello, everybody.
Oh God.
Well, you got to admit, this was a great time. I we're gonna have to shut it down, but I definitely really appreciate. What's that? The girls I went to school with couldn't read, so he was safe. That was funny. So.
Ernest is off the chain.
Yeah,
Ernest is hilarious.
Thank you so much. Hi, Larry. Oh my goodness.
Thanks for joining tonight. Hey guys, this has been so much fun, and I do think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. But Lamont, thank you for coming in. We love your guy perspective. I think you have a lot of wisdom. Look at that dapper man up there. Thank you, Darius. Thank you, Vincent. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Erin. Thank you, Mommy Minute, Lucy Odell, and everyone who showed up for the show. Miss Lynn, you are something else. We love you.
I love you guys, and you're making my dreams come true to hang. They say you should hang around the people that you wanna emulate or get good vibes from, and you guys are great vibes, and I can't wait till I can come out.
You actually take in the good energy from the people
Absolutely.
you're around, and who you surround yourself with is everything. Absolutely believe that for sure.
I love you guys. Thank you so much for your time here, and it means the world to me. And I'm just going to we did our thank you, so I'm just going to close real quick with our intro without Lamont in this part, but I'm going to hit the intro and thank you, everyone. We will see you. Yay! We'll see you next week.
Grab your friends, find your enemies and make amends.